Hi guys, this is FD465 back with another video, and this time we want to review the current downtrend and how resilient some of the altcoins have been against the top two cryptocurrencies. The latest downtrend has seen the dead of the space, Bitcoin sliding down significantly alongside Ethereum, the number two crypto of the space. Bitcoin has nosedived an incredible 34% from around $31,500 to about $20,000, a loss of approximately $10,500 in 7 days. Ouch. Ethereum, on the other hand, has suffered an even worse drop, shading a whopping 43% in 7 days at the time of doing this video, and we're using the 4-hourly time frame. These two are meant to hold most of their value almost all the time, and they are expected to outperform the rest of the alts, especially now that we're in a bear market. So what transpired recently was more surprising, as some of the alts actually held better than the top two. Yes, I was shocked as well when I saw that. So what are these top alts that we're referring to? The likes of Polkadot DOT, Avalanche AVA, Cardano ADA, Binance BNB, Ripple's XRP, and Solana's Sol coin appear to have fared better than the top two. Let's start with Polkadot. Polkadot has been accused of underperforming in recent times, but the resilience the DOT coin has shown these past few days has given us an insight into some of the potential the wider crypto community sees and could be as far as Polkadot is concerned. Shading about 26% during the same period that saw Bitcoin drop a jaw-dropping 34% is just incredible. Perhaps this is a sign that projects with real use cases, therefore in demand not merely due to speculation but solid use cases, will do just fine. Don't get me wrong, current market movements, including 2021's all-time highs, were purely driven by speculation. Make no bones about that. However, for projects like Polkadot that are onboarding new dApps, things are only getting better now. It is early days yet, but I believe Polkadot's future is very bright. For transparency purposes as well, guys, I do hold Polkadot in my personal portfolio, and I'm also an active player within the parachain auctions field. Where to for DOT in the short to medium term? Well, as long as the trend continues downwards, there is no doubting the fact that DOT will follow the rest of the market, but maybe, just maybe, won't behave as neurotic as the leading two. Am I right? Am I wrong? Please comment down below and let us know. Whilst you're down there, guys, don't forget to click like and subscribe as well as smash that notification bell. Now let's move on to Avalanche, one of the better performing cryptocurrencies compared to the top two. Avalanche is a layer 1 project that has outperformed during the most recent bull run, peaking at $146. The drop from all-time high has been eye-watering for most, and it is now trading at around $16 at the time of shooting this video. Things might have changed by the time you're watching these guys, or when you do come across this video, okay? Price may have moved upwards or downwards. During the 7 days that we're covering in this video, Avalanche has dropped like the rest of the market, but by a relatively smaller margin compared to Ethereum. Avalanche dropped by 39%, Ethereum dropped by 43%. Again, comment down below. Let us know what you think about the numbers I'm sharing with you here today. Is it a sign of things to come? I know there is talk of retail having wised up to being coerced into investing into the top two, so they invest in the alts. When the market is going down, they take their profits, invest in Bitcoin. Is this still the case? Comment down below, let us know. When it comes to some of these proof of stake layer ones, one can't dismiss the fact that taking elements do play a part in investors reaching a certain threshold. At some point, the fear of further price downtrends is negated by the attractiveness of staking. Let me repeat that again. When it comes to some of these proof of stake layer ones, one can't dismiss the staking element does play a part in investors reaching a certain threshold, at which point the fear of further price downtrends is negated by the attractiveness of staking rewards. So if it is a proof of stake, maybe you get to a certain bottom or a certain floor where people say, okay, I don't mind it going down as long as I'm getting staking rewards. Maybe, it's just a maybe, just conjecture. I'm looking at the data. People may also be anticipating a bottom for some of these alts, no doubt about that. There's always the other unmentioned reward that no one seems to utter publicly, that of succeeding Ethereum if and when the opportunity arises, and Avalanche are in there with a shot as well. Do you guys think so as well? Comment down below, let me know what you think. Do you think Avalanche could one day surpass Ethereum? It might be grabbing that number 2 spot, or there will be someone already at number 2 and Avalanche is just skipping past Ethereum. Let us know, comments down below. The next project that has fared better than the top 2 is Cardano. Now this one seemed to have surprised me in that people are still surprised as to why Cardano, following what seemed to be a never-ending drop to the downside, it has all of a sudden found that robust support around the 45 cents to 50 cents mark. Cardano's slow strategy has meant that the constant flow of upgrades has remained constant, no pun intended. Bear or bull market? We're in the midst of a bear market, and yet Cardano is another major upgrade approaching in the Vassal hardfork. This one is promising to be a game changer. For more on this, please watch our other videos on Cardano and the Cardano hardfork event coming up on the 29th of June 2022. I'll leave the links down below and you can then watch those videos yourself. During the past 7 to 10 days of shooting this video, Cardano and its ADA coin has dropped by 27%, holding better than both Ethereum and Bitcoin, in what many are described as a show of strength and a sign of things to come. Do you guys think so? Let us know your thoughts, comment down below and let me know. Share your thoughts down there about Cardano versus both Bitcoin and Ethereum. Not in terms of where they currently are on the list, but in terms of potential and the resilience Cardano has shown so far. It appears most of this strength could be coming from the Cardano community at large now that they've found their voice. Now you have smart contracts, check. NFTs, check. DEXs, check. Native stablecoin, it's imminent. Scaling solutions, now this one is approaching like a freight train and might bring a carnage of its own by draining other projects' liquidity and market share along the way. Even if Cardano were to dump to the lower teens, I do believe that the fundamentals are still very solid with more developments and updates on the way. The next bull run promises fireworks and we may yet witness some surprising positional shifts within the top 10 crypto projects. This one, ladies and gentlemen, do not sleep on it. I repeat, do not sleep on Cardano. This is not financial advice, of course. Do your own research. Now let's move on to Binance and its BNB coin. To be fair, there's been plenty of FUD to do with Binance, from accusations by US authorities of Binance potentially breaking the law to issues experienced during one of the sharp downtrends during the past few days. The pressure has been immense on Binance. Dropping by 32 percentage points, the BNB coin has still managed to fare better than both Ethereum and Bitcoin. On top of that, Binance has also recently reported that it is hiring around 2,000 workers, and this is at a time when the likes of Coinbase, Gemini, and other rivals are actually cutting staff numbers. Talk of strength. This is strength. This is both scary and incredible at the same time. In general, the time to set your store as far as taking advantage of opportunities is, or the time to consolidate, is when the wider market is struggling, so that when the good times return, you're well positioned, you're starting from a position of strength, and that is exactly what Binance are doing here. Setting up their store, they're consolidating their position as the top centralized exchange in the world. On top of that, they are still regarded as the world's largest cryptocurrency centralized exchange, ahead of its nearest rivals by a mile. In addition, Binance is also making inroads on the regulatory front, which puts it in a favorable position when it comes to regulatory compliance. Now we move on to Ripple XRP. Ripple is still in the trenches fighting the Security and Exchange Commission, or SEC, and the community appear unnerved by the ongoing regulatory threats. Having seen a drop of around 25%, SRP held up quite well, outperforming both Bitcoin and Ethereum. I personally do not hold any XRP, but such strengths will at least ask some question to those who have been on the fence. However, that's all very well hoping that things will pan out for XRP, but there is always that slight chance that the decision of the SEC investigation may go against Ripple, and if that happens, then what comes next could be a freight train that no one can stop. The signs so far pointed to Ripple doing well thus far, as far as the legal battle is concerned, but no one knows when this will come to an end and what the outcome is going to be. We can only guess and throw around some hope here, but no one has an idea what's going to happen next. Bear in mind, certain things, if you see them coming, it's better to take precautions than to wait for the freight train to iron you out flat, and then you're screaming afterwards. So if you are in a position to take precautions, this could be time to do it. If it turns out that Ripple wins, you will get plenty of opportunities to invest into XRP again. But is it worth losing what you've got? I have no idea. That is an individual question. You got to do your own research and make your own decision. Don't follow some dude on the internet and base your decisions on that. Finally, we get to Solana and its Sol coin. Now, Solana is one project that divides and unites at the same time. On the one hand, you have the Solana degens, or degenerates, who come rain, come sunshine, they will always see no downside as far as Solana is concerned. Flip the coin and you find another group of investors not willing to touch Solana with a barge pole. So how did Solana perform during the past few days of carnage within the space? Dropping 33% during the 7 to 10 days that we are looking at, Solana has performed better than both Bitcoin and Ethereum. In addition, lately Solana has been eating into Ethereum's NFT market share by gaining more liquidity at the expense of Ethereum. Solana's NFTs have also been proving to be popular and the minting costs are negligible. Solana already uses a version of proof of history that allows for staking, something that Ethereum is struggling to achieve, a process that represents some extremely risk moves as far as Ethereum is concerned. What could go wrong during Ethereum's transition from proof of work to proof of stake? No one knows. The prospect of something going wrong, though, has kept so many on tenterhooks. All that said, Solana's blockchain is one of the most centralized blockchains within the top 20 and has been offline at least 3 to 4 times already this year, if not more. Guys, if my numbers are incorrect, please correct me down below and let me know. I know some of the stoppages are not announced or shared publicly. You actually have to go and read what people are saying. So it might be more than 4. I know it's at least 3 or 4, but it could be more. Comment down below and let me know. Anyway, when these stoppages happen, the Solana blockchain relies on its army of devs to turn it back on, putting people's investments at risk. On 1 or 2 occasions, I've been at the receiving end of Solana's issues, experiencing withdrawal times of approximately 18 to 24 hours. That can get you nervous. Anybody, no matter how calm or cool you are, you will get nervous. Because I'm thinking, I used Solana as one of the quickest blockchains to transfer. I'm using to transfer funds, not to invest. So if I want to withdraw something from one exchange to another and I want to save on gas fees, I go for cheaper blockchains like your Solana or Tron. It is also cheap. Okay, that's the idea. In the past, I used to use Litecoin as well because Litecoin, it was cocksure. You get your transfer in time. With Solana now, it's no longer reliable and it can be unnerving at times. You've got a trade or a position you want to enter and you are transferring your funds, and then that happens. You're left in no man's land, home and dry. Having said all that, it is worth noting that most of the alts have dropped by as much as 88% from their all-time high. This so-called strength could just be a case of the alts having shaken all the weaker hands quicker than the top 2 leading cryptocurrencies. I don't know, it's just my guess. However, if this is a permanent feature, then we may about to see a double flipping of both Bitcoin and Ethereum. Do we think that's possible? Again, guys, let us know, comment down below. Do you think the other alts could flip both Ethereum and Bitcoin? Comment down below and let us know. That's all hopium, of course, and time will tell. Bitcoin and Ethereum still remain the top dogs of the space, and no one can say this will remain so for the foreseeable future, nor can they claim to know which project will, over time, be replacing the top 2 coins, or whether they will remain the top 2 coins. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. What are your thoughts regarding what we just covered in this video? Will this develop into a trend where these alts that we've covered in this video start outperforming the top 2 from now on? Comment down below, let us know what you think, let us know your thoughts. Until next time, guys, this is FD for Sage5.tv signing out. Bye for now.